Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Monday, November 25th, making an early video. I'll probably do one later, but I wanted to comment on the market today. Was up strong at the opening. It's starting to get back a little bit, but supposedly this market reaction, and it's kind of reverberating through all markets, not just stocks. We see it in bonds, we see it in gold. Supposedly having to do with the fact that Trump nominated Scott Bessent for Treasury Secretary. Now, I never heard of this guy before his name popped up as a potential candidate for Treasury. But, when I looked into his background, this guy was a former money manager for George Soros, and then also for Jim Rogers. They're printing money. They're printing money. And so, I don't see the big bullish reaction. I don't see the connection there. This guy's supposed to be a fiscal hawk. And, if you ever listen to Jim Rogers, which I've known this guy for, 25 years, this guy has just been predicting doom and gloom forever, and he's been wrong, and he has a totally wrong understanding of the monetary system. He has a gold standard type of mentality, and he applies that to a system that is not based on a gold standard or any kind of a fixed exchange rate anymore. And he's the classic, we're borrowing money from China, the U.S. is broke, yada, yada, all that shit that is just completely the wrong understanding. So this guy, Scott Bessent, who again is people say he's a big fiscal hawk. That means deficit reduction and stuff like that. By the way, this whole debt and deficit mania stuff, it's just, I said it last week, it seems to me like it's reaching some kind of a crescendo, because it's coming from everywhere now, nonstop. It's just a cacophony of debt, the debt. We got to reduce the debt. You got Elon Musk, you got Ramaswamy, you got this Doge thing that they're going to create to cut spending. I mean, next year, from what I can see right now, Trump has surrounded himself with fiscal hawks. And I'm rooting for Trump, and I'm rooting for the economy, and I'm rooting for everyday people. But I mean, he's just got the wrong group around him. Now, I don't know if Trump is going to go along with a lot of these ideas. But if he does, all these fiscal hawks, we're going to have a very, very serious situation facing us if we see the kind of cuts that these guys are all talking about. I mean, now they've actually, I've heard or I've read where they're actually talking about, the safety net, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. Previously those things were untouchable, and now it seems like they're all on the table. So if I look at the markets today, we were up 500 in the Dow at the opening. We're up like 2 something now, but the only thing that makes sense to me today is the decline in bond yields. Because if this guy truly, well, I guess you could say the decline in gold too, but I don't think that is right now an appropriate reaction. I think gold is going to bounce back up just because fiscal flows right now are really, really strong. We're talking about next year with a new administration, new fiscal policy. And so I'm just saying, with the team that Trump has in place, with a bunch of fiscal hawks that are even talking about cutting the safety net. I mean, that is a bad idea, if you want to know what I think. I mean, if you're interested, if you're concerned about economic growth at all, and your stock portfolio and your business and your job, I mean, you really don't want to be having a group like that in control of the fiscal policy, because it's going to end up being a disaster even if there are tax cuts, because the Trump tax cuts are probably going to be mostly targeted towards top income earners who, again, I've been saying that's just government spending directed towards high income people. That's not very equitable in my opinion, but look, I don't make policy. So, just very interesting today, man. I mean, nobody knew this guy, Scott Bessent, or I doubt many people knew who this guy was. He's running some hedge fund, which has I read it has only 600 million in there. That's nothing nowadays for a hedge fund. And remember, again, the guy's been schooled by Jim Rogers and George Soros. So yeah, I mean, it just seems to me like a ridiculous overreaction to this guy's nomination. He'll probably get by because he looks like, somebody who's not very controversial. So I just keep saying, next year is going to be very, very interesting. I mean, you got to have, the right understanding. You got to have your ducks in a row, so to speak. There's going to be money to be made next year, no doubt about it. But if you're thinking that, hey, this is great, we're going to get big cuts in government spending, we're going to reduce the size of government, I mean, be careful what you wish for. It might be good for some people, but for the broader economy, if this stuff actually comes to pass, I mean, just watch, folks. Just watch. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll make another video later. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget, go to my website. You're going to need this stuff in 2025, I'm telling you. If you want to be participating in the markets, if you want to be positioned correctly, if you want to have the correct, even if you're not a player in financial markets, if you run a business and you want to know what economic conditions are going to be like so that you can, position your business or protect your business, I mean, you want this stuff. So go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com. Sign up for a 30-day free trial to MMT Trader. It's only $125 a month. I'm going to be raising that price soon, so you want to get in now. All right, have a good day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.